Karl, thanks for talking to us. Good win.
Yeah, thought professional performance really. We asked everything that we asked the lads to do, they did today. Took the lessons on board from last week. You know, the sloppy start in the first half, although we should have still won the game last week. If you don't start with the right tempo and try and put people to the sword, then they're going to gain confidence within the game. And I don't think we allowed Whitby to do that as much as he tried because they are a decent side, to be fair.
That's exactly as people in the stand saw it, I think. I mean, after 20 minutes, people were talking about, we're pressing them, we're closing them down, all the kinds of stuff that we've not been doing really to the right level. And it was pretty obvious that it was paying dividends.
Yeah, well, it all starts with hard work. That's all it is. All it is, getting on the front foot, going and stopping the opposition playing, like they try and stop us. And then we have got the quality and the ability within the side to break any team down at this level. Thought the change of formation probably worked a little bit. It was great to see James Knowles back, and we saw a different dimension to Andy Welsh's play today with his role in the hole. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. I thought very pleasing after obviously the disappointment of the result last week and going out the FA Cup like we did. Hopefully that's a bit of a pick up for everybody, because as a manager you look at things and try and take the emotion out of it, and I've done that all week, make sure that the lads stay positive, and we've got our just rewards today and a clean sheet to boot.
I mean, as a layperson, it sometimes baffles me how players can suddenly, one week, not perform, and the next week can perform really well. Now, you've played the game, you obviously know the game inside out, and you could say, well, from some players, where's that performance been all year? What is it about it, Karl? What changes it for people?
The non-league footballers. Yeah. So whatever goes on in people's lives, like professional footballers at that level, that's all they do. All they have to worry about is making sure that they're ready and focused for the game on a Saturday, and nothing interferes with that. Your family doesn't interfere with it or anything. Whereas non-league players, they have all the issues. Work is obviously a big one, and then anything else that might crop up for any normal person during the week, these players have got to try and put it to one side for 90 minutes and produce, and psychologically that's not easy. It really isn't easy, and credit to them, because 99 times out of 100 they pull that shirt on and put a real shift in for us, and I think we're blessed to have some of them as well. I think as blessed as they are to be at the football club, because it is the best place to play your trade, especially at this level. The fact that having that unity between us, the supporters and the people on the pitch, and having that level of understanding about what the players have to go through. Like I always bang on to the players about what the fans have to go through to get to games and stuff like that. Having that level of understanding is only going to help us in future.
Yeah, it's interesting that, because if you look at our league, particularly this year, we've had the Halifax and Chesters, and we know about all that. But even teams like Skelmersdale, who consistently play well, always have a blip, don't they? And it's that's what you're talking about. But it's about what's going on outside the game, what's going on at home, and all the rest of it. It does affect everybody at this level, doesn't it? And you can see that, can't you?
Yeah, that's it. It's you could be turning up on a Saturday and you're thinking it should be your escape. But sometimes there's things going on in people's personal lives that I certainly wouldn't know about and possibly wouldn't want to know about. Or if they wanted to share them with me, then great, because I've probably been through all of them anyway. People, we've got a couple of lads who I think girlfriends are pregnant. That's that takes mentally that's a big thing. There's lots of things to plan and organise around that. So just having an understanding of what the lads actually do to get out onto a field on a Saturday or a Tuesday, I think it'll help with everybody really, and that's I think you never ever use it as an excuse on a poor performance. They never ever would do that, but there are going to be times where the levels will drop below what we'd like to see week in, week out, and the reason is it's non-league football.
Yeah. Well, I've asked you the question, and you give me an honest answer, Karl. So, yeah, absolutely right. Let's talk about some good performances today. Sam asked me at the end of the game who I thought was our man of the match, and I gave it to James Knowles. I thought he was outstanding today.
Yeah, I think going back in there, Knowles his experience and a real authoritative figure, the way that he commands and talks people around was fantastic. I thought Dean Stott was superb as well. Got around the pitch, broke play up really well. Joe Fox, thought Joe going in there and putting a tireless shift in for the 60 odd minutes, 70 minutes, whatever it was. Andy Wells showing, like I said before, showing a different dimension to his game. Wolfie playing off Norts being back to the battling self that he is. He's playing against a lad there who's, he could change the light bulbs in these floodlights. He was that tall. But Norts didn't give him a minute's peace, and that's what we need from Norts or Greavesy or Wolfie or whoever it is that goes and plays up front there. We want their centre backs to feel as though at the end of 90 minutes they've been in a real battle, and I'm pretty sure if you asked them to today they did feel like that.
Yeah, and in this league, our forwards always feel like that because we're always up against giant centre-backs, aren't we? And if you can say one thing about this league, it's that you get good, big defenders who give you not a minute's peace. So it's nice that we do that to other people as well. But North does have to cope with that every week, and Tom Greaves and everybody else. Just on Andy Welsh, you mentioned him specifically. The first game he played, I think it was Ramsbottom. I thought he was absolutely outstanding. Was it? Okay, Prescott. And then he went quiet for a couple of games, but today there were those touches that we'd seen the first time out. So I don't know what that's about, whether he's been not fit or where you've been playing him or what. But he looked excellent today.
He's been fit. It's just, he's the games where people have probably said that he wasn't as good as the Prescott game. Well, he might not have played as well in the Prescott game. He's a player that we need to get on the ball for him to affect it. But his work rate today was fantastic. He probably went a little bit unnoticed, but his decision making, his selection of pass was very good, and he showed why he's played in the Premier League. For me, I was reading only a little bit in the programme, I've not read the full thing yet, but he said at some points there's going to be times where he'll have poor spells, which is great that he understands that that's going to happen, and his mindset's going to be one of, well, when it does happen, I'm not going to hide, I'm still going to be showing and getting on the ball.
And he's one of them players then you would expect to have that kind of leadership. I thought Dean Stott showed a lot of that today, not just the way he picked himself up when he got battered a couple of times, but the way he was talking to people. And sometimes there's been a criticism that we haven't had enough players out there doing that. So do you see that Andy Welsh is one of those players who can give that to us? Yeah,
but that goes for all of them. We want them all to take responsibility, and they've done that today. They probably didn't do it in the cup game last week. But today they've to a man. Every single one of them has stood up to be counted after rightly being criticised from last week. But they've stood up, and hopefully people have gone away from the game today feeling that they've had their 8 quid's worth or whatever it is, and they've seen a team that they're proud to call their own.
And we've got Radcliffe in the Manchester Prem Cup on Tuesday, but we've also got Nantwich away next week. So a couple of performances like that away from home would be really good for us, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's something to build on. It's something to build on. It's still early season. We're 11 games in. The great thing is we've lost once. And the draws, if you look back at them, we can take real positives from them, because virtually every single one of them draws we should have won. And I've been saying it all along, that kind of not so much luck, but when these people are getting chances, they will start taking them. Got great belief in every single one of them, and we'll work hard to help them achieve that.
So it's about going on a run now if we can, and getting back up there, and obviously feels much better today, and good performance.
Like I say, great performance, great for the players, great for the fans, and for everybody connected. These are games where you can really point to and give the players a great deal of praise, and I thought everything around it today was great.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with a pair of jeans.
Which we haven't mentioned until you mentioned it then. Yeah, well done today, Karl. It was good.
Thanks very much.